Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I hope you all are well. I am your English teacher. Students, today we are going to start chapter number 7, the new partner of the novel David Copperfield. In this chapter, we will learn about Agnes' problems and her father Mr. Wickfield's mistakes and his foolishness. We will also read about Uriah's wicked plan and most important turning point of David's life. The new partner. Students, this chapter is on page number 42 of your book, David Copperfield. First, I'll read a paragraph, then I'll explain it. A letter from Agnes. It was wonderful to have those rooms to myself. After 2 days and nights, I felt as though I had lived there for a year. Early on the third day, I walked over to see Mrs. Steerforth. She was very glad to see me and said that James had gone for a holiday with one of his friends from the university. Miss Dartle was very interested to hear about all the things we had done at Yarmouth. Students, this paragraph states that when David has shifted in his new house, he was feeling very good because the outside view was wonderful. After spending 2 days, he felt that he was living there for a year. And on the third day, he went to meet Mrs. Steerforth. She was very glad to see David and told him that James Steerforth had gone away for a holiday with one of his university friends. David told her about their visit of Yarmouth. He felt Miss Dartle was keen interested to hear about all the things which David and James Steerforth done in Yarmouth. Let's move on. The next morning, I received a letter from Agnes Wickfield. It just said, "My dear David, I am staying at the house of father's friend, Mr. Waterbrook, in Ely Place, Holborn. Will you come and see me while I am here anytime you like? Yours sincerely, Agnes." I left the office at 3:30. Half an hour later, I reached Mr. Waterbrook's house. A servant led me into a small sitting room and there I saw Agnes sewing. "Sit down," said Agnes cheerfully. Then she asked me if I had seen Uriah. Students, this paragraph states that next day, it means fourth day of David's stay at London, he received a letter from Agnes Wickfield. She told to David that I am staying at the house of father's friend. His name was Mr. Waterbrook and his house was situated in Ely Place, Holborn. She asked to David, "Will you come to meet me?" She said, "Anytime you like." David left his office at 3:30 and half an hour later he reached at Mr. Waterbrook's house. When he reached there, a servant led him to a small sitting room, where David saw that Agnes was sewing something. When she saw David, she cheerfully said to him for sitting and asked him, "Had you seen Uriah?" Let's move on. "Uriah Heep?" I asked. "No. Is he in London?" "He comes to the office downstairs every day," replied Agnes. "I think he is going to become a partner in the business with father." "What, Uriah? How has that humble man managed to get such a position?" I cried. "You must not allow your father to do this. You must stop him, Agnes, while you can." She replied after a short silence, "Uriah has been very useful to father. He is skillful and watches everything. He has taken advantage of father's weaknesses and now father is afraid of him. Okay, students, this paragraph states that when Agnes asked to David about Uriah whether he had met him, he said no and asked to Agnes that, is Uriah in London? She told to David, he comes to the office downstairs daily. She more added, I think he is going to become a partner in father's business. David was so surprised and asked to Agnes, how has that humble man managed to get such a position? He also said, you should stop your father. You can. After a short silence, Agnes said, Uriah has been useful to father. He is skillful and he looks after everything. She said father is afraid of him because he has taken advantage of father's weaknesses. Okay, students, let's move on to know more about the David and Agnes discussion. She might have said more. She suspected worse things. I clearly saw this and remained silent. His power over father is very great, said Agnes. He says he is unimportant, but I fear he uses his power as often as possible. I said he was a dog and I enjoyed saying it. Father has been very worried, cried Agnes, but he seemed to be relieved to have Uriah as his partner. At the same time, he seemed to be ashamed of it. Suspect means doubt the genuineness or truth. Relief means no longer feeling distressed or anxious. This paragraph states that Agnes expressed her feelings. She was very suspicious about Uriah. David noticed it, but he remained silent. She was afraid of Uriah. She said, he has a great power over his father, and she is afraid that he uses his power as often as possible. David said he is a dog because he was a selfish person and David didn't like him. And he felt pleasure when he said Uriah dog. She told to David that father has been very worried. She said sometimes he seemed relaxed, while the same time he seemed to be ashamed of his decision. Let's move on. And what did you think, Agnes? I did what I thought was right, David, she replied. I thought that father's peace was most important. For this, the sacrifice is not too great. So I encouraged him to do it. I said it would be a relief to him and make him less anxious. Oh, David, she cried, I almost feel that I have been his enemy instead of his dear child. I had never seen Agnes cry before. I had never seen her sad. It made me so sorry that I could only say foolishly, please, Agnes, don't cry. Don't, my dear sister. Her sadness passed and her calm manner came back again. Students, this paragraph states that when Agnes was telling to David about Uriah, he asked to her, what do you think? She replied, I think father's peace is more important and said she can do any sacrifice for him. She more added, for his health and peace, I encouraged him to do it. She thought it would be a great relief to him and make him less worried. She said to David sadly, sometimes I feel that I am his enemy instead of his child. She was crying badly. David had never seen her crying and sad before. He was feeling very sorry because he could not do anything except saying that, please don't cry, my dear sister. Soon she took care of herself. Her sadness passed away and her calm manner came back. Let's move on. While I have the opportunity, David, let me speak to you. Be friendly to Uriah, don't refuse to talk to him. Think instead of father and me. Agnes had not time to say any more. Mrs. Waterbrook, who was a large lady, came in. In fact, she seemed to sail in like a boat. She said she had heard Agnes speak kindly of me. She invited me to have dinner there the next day. I accepted the invitation and said goodbye. Students, this paragraph states that Agnes requested to David that don't ignore Uriah and don't stop to talk him. She said, I have an opportunity to talk to you, so I shared my problems and feelings with you. She instructed David, be friendly to Uriah for the sake of her and her father. Agnes couldn't say anything any more because Mrs. Waterbrook had come in. She said while Agnes is kind to David, so she invited him to have dinner the next day. David accepted the invitation and said goodbye to them. Students, now I'll explain today's lecture in Urdu. डेविड की आंट ने उसके लिए लंदन में जो घर किराए पर लिया था वो डेविड को बहुत पसंद आया और वहाँ पर 2 दिन गुजारने के बाद ही उसको ऐसा लगने लगा कि जैसे वो यहाँ बहुत टाइम से है। अपने लंदन में स्टे के तीसरे दिन डेविड मिसेस स्टीव फोर्थ से मिलने उनके घर गया। वो उसे देखकर बहुत खुश हुई और बताया कि जेम्स अपने एक यूनिवर्सिटी फ्रेंड के साथ छुट्टियां गुजारने गया हुआ है। मिस डार्टल बहुत दिलचस्पी से डेविड और स्टीव फोर्थ के यारमाउथ के ट्रिप के बारे में सुन रही थी। अगली सुबह डेविड को एग्नेस का लेटर रिसीव हुआ जिसमें उसने डेविड को बताया कि मैं अपने फादर के फ्रेंड मिस्टर वाटरब्रूक के घर पर हूँ जो कि एली प्लेस हॉलबर्न में है। क्या तुम आओगे मुझसे मिलने? किसी भी वक्त जिस वक्त तुम चाहो। डेविड अपने ऑफिस से 3:30 बजे निकल गया और तकरीबन आधे घंटे में वो मिस्टर वाटरब्रूक के घर पहुंच गया। वहां एक सर्वेंट उसे एक छोटे से सिटिंग रूम में लेकर आया जहां पर एग्नेस कुछ सी रही थी। वो डेविड को देखकर बहुत खुश हुई। उसने डेविड से पूछा कि क्या तुम यूराया से मिले हो? डेविड ने हैरत से कहा, यूराया? क्या वो लंदन में है? फिर एग्नेस ने बताया कि वो रोज़ाना आता था और मेरा ख्याल है कि वो फादर का पार्टनर बनने वाला है। डेविड ने हैरत से कहा, वो हम्बल पर्सन इस पोजीशन को कैसे हासिल कर सकता है? उसने मजीद एग्नेस से कहा कि तुम्हें अपने फादर को रोकना चाहिए और तुम ये कर सकती हो। कुछ देर की खामोशी के बाद एग्नेस ने जवाब दिया कि यूराया फादर के लिए बहुत यूजफुल है और वो एक माहिर इंसान है और वो सब चीज़ों को लुक आफ्टर करता है। उसने फादर की कमज़ोरी का फ़ायदा उठाया है और अब फादर उससे खौफजदा है। एग्नेस ने अपने शक व शुबात का इजहार किया। डेविड ये सब देख रहा था लेकिन वो खामोश था। एग्नेस ने कहा कि उसका यूराया का फादर पर बहुत होल्ड है। फादर का कहना है कि वो अनइम्पॉर्टेंट है लेकिन मुझे खौफ है कि वो अपनी पावर को इस्तेमाल कर सकता है। डेविड ने यूराया को डॉग कहा और उसने अपने इस स्टेटमेंट को एंजॉय भी किया। एग्नेस ने रोते हुए मजीद कहा कि फादर बहुत परेशान थे लेकिन अब वो यूराया के पार्टनर बनने के बाद रिलैक्स लगते हैं, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ वो अपने इस डिसीजन पर शर्मिंदा भी नजर आते हैं। डेविड ने पूछा, और तुम्हारा क्या ख्याल है? एग्नेस ने जवाब दिया, फादर का सुकून मेरे लिए सबसे ज़्यादा अहम है। उसने मजीद कहा, इसके लिए मैंने खुद उन्हें इनकरेज किया था। यूराया के साथ पार्टनरशिप करने के बाद वो बहुत पुरसुकून हो गए हैं और उनकी परेशानी में कमी आ गई है। उसने रोते हुए डेविड से कहा कि कभी मुझे ऐसा महसूस होता है कि मैं उनकी अच्छी बेटी के बजाय उनकी दुश्मन हूँ। डेविड ने कभी एग्नेस को रोते हुए नहीं देखा था और ना ही अफसुर्दा देखा था और इस चीज़ ने डेविड को बहुत अफसुर्दा कर दिया। वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ बेवकूफ़ों की तरह उसे यही कह सकता था कि डोंट क्राई एग्नेस, डोंट क्राई माय डियर सिस्टर। और जल्द ही एग्नेस ने अपने आप को संभाल लिया। उसने डेविड से कहा कि मेरे पास ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि मैं तुमसे اپنے پرابلمز ڈسکس کر سکتی ہوں، لیکن اس لیے میں نے تمہیں سب کچھ بتا دیا۔ ساتھ میں اس نے یہ بھی انسٹرکشنز دیں ڈیوڈ کو کہ یورایا کے ساتھ فرینڈلی رہنا، اس سے بات کرنا نہیں چھوڑنا، اور میرے اور فادر کے بارے میں سوچنا۔ ایگنس کو مزید کچھ کہنے کا موقع نہیں ملا کیونکہ مسز واٹر بروک اندر آ گئی تھیں اور انہوں نے سن لیا تھا کہ ایگنس ڈیوڈ سے اچھی طرح سے پیش آ رہی ہے، تو انہوں نے اگلے دن ڈیوڈ کو کھانے پر انوائٹ کر لیا۔ ڈیوڈ نے ان کا یہ انویٹیشن ایکسپٹ کر لیا اور وہ چلا گیا۔ Okay students, now inshallah we will continue this chapter in the next session. Now move towards exercise. Students, you can see question number 1 of this chapter on your screen. Question is, who was going to become the new partner of Mr. Wickfield? Yes students, what was the name of the person who was going to become the partner of Mr. Wickfield? Yes, Uriah Heep. Uriah Heep was going to become the new partner of Mr. Wickfield. Reference to context, I said he was a dog and I enjoyed saying it. Students, we read this line in today's lecture. Now tell me who said this line to whom? Yes, David said this line to Agnes and they were talking about Uriah. Okay students, first we will write a reference and all of you know how to write it. The above line is taken from the chapter The New Partner of the novel David Copperfield, written by Charles Dickens. This line is spoken by David to Agnes about Uriah. Now we will write explanation. Agnes, the daughter of Mr. Wickfield, invited David to meet at her father's friend's house because she wanted to tell him about Uriah Heep. He was going to become a partner in her father's business. She didn't trust him. When David went to meet Agnes and came to know about this fact, he was shocked because he knew that Uriah was a selfish and greedy person. So David called him dog and felt pleasure in calling him by this name. Students, read this chapter thoroughly, then make title page and index and do question number 1 and reference to context in your English literature copy. Inshallah, we will continue this chapter in the next session. Thank you. Till then, take care of yourself and your family. Allah Hafiz.